Welcome. Today I'm going to talk with you about a great program. Its name is Proteus. First, excuse my English, and let's start. This great program, it's a great simulator for electronics, and it can simulate different kind of circuits. So you can learn it very easy and quickly using the samples provided with it. Let's go with interactive, very simple circuits. Let's take this, for example, the first circuit. Here it can give you the very basic circuit, which is a lamp and a voltage source, AC current, and this is the simulation. It's very great for educational purpose, and it's a powerful tool. It can go to the very complicated example like this one, which is a very complicated circuit for making a game, chess game. And this is working circuit simulated, and you can play with it. And this is about the program, so you know what kind of a great, fantastic program you are working with. So now let's go to the deal. Now, with this program, it has a library. This library is very great stuff. It has a lot of built-in tools, components, and you can choose from these components and to add it to your design. So whatever you need is almost there, but some components need to be modified somehow to fit your needs. So you can also create or modify an existing component. So using there are different methods in this Proteus program, but there is a method using programming with C++. So that's what we are going to talk about. We are going to create, let's go make a new design. We are going to make modification. Let's go to the library from here or from here, and let's pick any, for example this one or this one, whatever device which has simulation. This doesn't have simulation model. Let's pick one which has simulation model like this one and place it here. Now this device is doing some function. You can modify this function here of this device by making a DLL file using C++. We are going to see that later on. Now you go to this make device, and then you see some options here. There are some options. We'll later go to this, and then you go to the next. This is about the package of it. Now here you can hook up or connect this device to your DLL file. Now this file, you can add new property here, mod DLL, and then you can add your device here or your file here, my DLL file .dll, of course, or you don't need to put the dot, the extension, and then click next. We will not do that for now. Okay, this is just starting point. So what do we need to make modification for an existing device, or you can make your own device from the beginning. Here's, for example, I'll make a device like this one, and I need some pins for it, so I choose pins and put the pins here the new pins. Of course you can put it here and flip it, right click, flip it to the other way and put it here, but you need to put name. So double click here and put name for the pin. So let's call this pin 1. You can number it or you ignore that, and then pin 2 and so on. But you have to choose, it's already in passive, you have to choose the type, what kind of pen you use, either digital or analog, and what kind, it depends. It's very important to make selection here. Okay, now that's how to create a new device, and then after that you can select, right click and choose make device. It's also the same here, make device. Okay, and then it says the device cannot logged pins is not, yeah, there's a pen here and many without names, without any names, so you have to name them all. Let's move this out, and we are lazy, don't want to name it actually, just to give you an idea. And now make device, and then you put a name for your device, whatever, and then here you have to choose your DLL file, my DLL file name or file or whatever you have to do it, you know. Next, and here you don't need to do anything because it's your own device, you just made it. And then you have to choose the library to put this device in. What kind of library? I use whatever, user you have to put a name for your own stuff to be placed here. Now this is the type, it doesn't matter, but here user devices. So let's say here, now it's ready, but this one, it has no need anymore, so I delete this one, and its name is here, so I can just pick it from here and place it. It's ready to go. Now you made your own device very fast and quickly, but it doesn't have DLL files, so it does nothing when hitting on simulation. It does nothing, and it says it has no model. The model is the file we are going to create. Okay, we are done with that. Now the question is, let me close this one for a moment. The question is how to make your own DLL file, and what do we need? So let's make the questions again very clear. What we want to do, we want to make our own device in Proteus, or modify an existing device by creating a DLL file. Now how can we create that? We need some tools. What tools do we need? We need these tools here. Let's see, what tools do we need? We need the as a program, which is the Proteus. We need the Visual Studio for C++, and we need this VSM file. Let's see what's this. This file, you can get it from the internet. It's available over there. You can search for it. Its name is VSM HPP. You will see it in some pages, and you can just copy it because it's text if it is in a page. Now let's go to the Visual Studio. That's our next step. Now this Visual Studio, we are going to create a new project, and let's call this project my device for now. It has to be Win32 project Win32. I will give it a name, and it's in the desktop. So let's say my device, and then click OK. And then you have to go next, and then to tell it that it should be DLL file, and we'll start with empty one. Finish. That's it. We will close this one, and we have, so it created a folder for us which has some files in it. Now, missing here the source file. We need to go here, right click, and then add new item, which is the CPP file we are going to create. This is the place where we put our code. So C++ file, and we have to give it a name. We will use the same name, my device. Now click add. Now it's ready in here. So you have almost everything. We need the VSM file, which we talk about, the VSM HPP, where I said you can get it from the internet, and it's just a text. So you copy it from the page wherever you see it, you copy it and make it, paste it into a new file, name the file this name, and you are ready. Now let me copy this. Let's go here. It's created for us this folder, so we'll just copy this VSM into the my device beside this source file we just created. So I'll copy this just beside it here, paste. After it's ready, I have to add it here too, so it recognizes it. So I have to add existing, because it's not new, it's existing. So I have to choose it and then add it. Now it's already in the header files. We are ready to program. Now let's look at this VSM HPP, how it looks like. It's just a text file, header file actually, in C++, and then it's very long, which has all the classes we are going to deal with, classes and stuff, blah blah blah. This is the last or the end line of it here. Actually, if you can't see it somewhere, you will have very hard time to copy it from here. Let me go from the beginning. It's very hard actually, you can't copy it even, because it has some lines go to the end from here. You have to look until the end. It's not easy. You have to get the file somewhere. I assure you it's in the internet. I'm sure, because I got it from there, and I found it in some pages, and I could copy it from the pages, and I got it also ready from the GitHub website. If you search in the Google, and just let me see how to tell you what to write in the Google. Actually, it's very hard to copy it from me here. I'll tell you something. You just go to the GitHub, to the Google. When you are in the Google search, write this VSM.hpp GitHub. I think it's like this. And if you put it in here, it will be better, because it will be a website, GitHub. So for sure you will get this file. Okay. After we are done, we have the VSM. We have created our new solution, and we have the folder. The only remaining thing is to put our design. We'll make a new design with Proteus and place it in the same folder. So I'll put my design in here in my device. So let's save any empty. Save as inside the desktop. No, not the pictures. Where's my desktop? This one. Now I'll save it as my device design to be different than the folder. Okay, now it's here, so I can leave it here and I know where it is when we are dealing. Now here till this point we are ready to create our new components and or modify an existing component. So that will be in the next episode.